I do.
Oh wow, you're much taller in person.
Floating? What does floating means?
So you got Fire Bison. Now what?
Now what?
Now what?
You know how we like to start off these things, talking about his skills. Skill number 1. Do you remember the name, Evan?
Something like psycho provoke or harassment or something. Psycho knee press?
You wrote the wrong name. You mixed the first one and the second one. Yeah, you mixed them. It's Psycho something else. Psycho Inferno. Skill number 1, Psycho Inferno. This skill provokes an enemy with an 80% chance.
And?
On a 0-turn cooldown.
Meaning it's his first skill?
Yeah, you can do it every turn, guys.
After skill ups, it's still 0.
It's still 0.
Cooldown. Skill number 2 is Psycho Knee Press, where he attacks an enemy 3 times and reduces their attack bar by 20% per hit, and then heals for 30% of the damage dealt. This is the first of his 2 skills that scale with HP, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. After skill ups. It'll never get to 0. Sorry to say, it's not. Ultimate Psycho Crusher!
You can say that.
It takes the American DVD and just crushes it over his knee.
This skill attacks all enemies 3 times and reduces the attack bar on 30% each for a total of 90. Once again, this scales on his max HP.
And it has a chance to apply a 2-turn slow as well as stun all of the enemies. And this one's on a 4-turn cooldown. And this one's on a 4-turn cooldown after skill ups.
He also has a pretty sick lead. Sick lead.
Sick lead. Sick lead. And he has a super beefy leader skill of 44% HP lead in arena, which is very convenient because we're about to recommend you take him there.
Sounds very suspicious, Evan, because not only he has a leader skill that gives more HP, he has one of the highest HPs in the game. Base. He has a super high base HP at 13,170. That's the highest of the collab monsters. For comparison, Molong and Diana, that are very beefy monsters, have a 12.6 and 12.8 respectively.
And then Pater's got 12,000, and Ritesh, well, Ritesh is actually higher.
Yeah, but
we're not trying to
enough.
We're not trying to say he has the highest, just out of the
21.
characters from the it's very high.
But now you're probably asking yourself, where should I use a monster that has extremely high HP?
Why do I need closed captions for that?
I'm sweating, it's hot.
It's really hot.
It's really hot.
And we can't run the AC while we record because
Exactly.
it's so loud.
Psst. Over here.
Like we foreshadowed, Arena and Guild Wars are both 2 great places to bring him right now because just like Dulcim, you can't use him in RTA.
And for now, he's very interesting with combos with single target strippers or 1 AoE stripper, so you can reduce attack bars and control the opposing team with his provoke and also his stuns and slow.
No matter if you prefer single target strippers or a single AoE stripper, you're going to want to speed tune him so that he follows immediately after your stripper, because they're going to open up the field for him to apply stuns and slows and control attack bars. And for those same reasons, he works really well in TOA. If you bring him with your dot team, he can control attack bars and apply stuns, so that way your Beretta, for example, has more time to apply dots and debuffs on everyone.
He can also be very well comboed with the Water Homunculus. Both of them will be reducing attack bars. He'll put the stuns and slows, so the dots from the Homunculus also will deal a lot of damage.
He's my favorite.
Can you
Yes.
look up? Is there something more important than this video?
Dude, I'm trying to sell some runes right now, bro.
Other good pairings for him are monsters that will give your team a lot of attack bar or give cooldowns back, like Vertihil, Mav, and even Lauren.
Now let's talk about rune recommendations. First off, there's Violent, because even if your skill 2 and 3 are on cooldown, proccing into a double provoke, he's doing his best impression of Jean at that point, and he reduces the cooldowns when he procs, so it's just overall a great choice.
An interesting set, especially for TOA, is the Despair set, because he can AoE stun everyone since he has 1 AoE skill, and also he has 2 other skills that can create some despair into his enemies.
For your offset, we're going to recommend Revenge, because that provoke on skill 1 is really useful, so if you can activate it when it's not even your turn, then you're living the dream. So, I guess that's it for the video. If you guys want to make yourselves at home, you can stay for as long as you want.
That's a
but we're gonna go. Later.